Hey, what's up guys, my name is Sultan. Welcome back to the channel. So today we have finally hit the £4,000 mark, and it's a day to celebrate, it's a day to be happy about. That's 40% of the overall journey. So today I'm going to show you guys the performance of my portfolio. I do have one stock that's actually over 100% in growth, which is amazing. I'm going to show you guys the dividends that I've also earned since the last time I showed you guys my portfolio. Basically just an overview on how my portfolio is doing, what stocks I've invested in since then, and let's dive right into it. So right here we can see the overall performance of the portfolio, and this is just something that is really good. So right here we can see the steady growth in the past 3 months, and we finally hit that 4,000 mark. You can see so many greens in terms of the performances of my companies, or the stocks I'm invested into. I mean, there's 2 reds right there and another red. So besides from all of that, everything else is in the green. So overall I have 30 investments. It's good to see that my investments overall now is on 30. I have been trying to keep this low. Yes, it's nice to get more passive income regularly because you're invested into more dividend stock. Of course, if you don't really care too much, then go ahead, you can invest into several stocks. But if you do want to actually make sure you invest into strong companies, then I would recommend keeping your investments low. Right now my top allocations are Realty Income, Kimberly-Clark, AbbVie, 3M, Cisco, Coca-Cola, Intel, Duke, and yeah, you can see the rest. So these are pretty much the top stocks I'm holding right now, and it goes down all the way to Gap, which is even less than 1%. So for you guys that have been keeping up, I've not invested into Gap. It's one I'm testing. It's always nice to have a stock you're testing just to see how it plays out, and Gap is definitely one of them for me. The reason why I have so much growth from it is because I bought Gap when it was really low. I think when it was selling for around $17 roughly, so I've gained a lot of profit from that. I should probably sell, but I'm not too fussed about the £10 that I'm gonna get from the overall growth. I'm just gonna leave it there and see where it goes. For now, I'm not investing into Gap at all at this moment in time. So that's just a general overview of how my stocks are performing at this moment. In terms of the growth, the top percentages that we can see, you can see that AbbVie is up by 10%, Cisco is up by 15%. We also have another 10% from Duke Energy. We have 16% from ExxonMobil. We have 35% from Gap, but of course it's not that much because I don't invest too much into Gap. And the big one, which we have 100% on, is Nucor, which is just amazing. Like I remember investing into this company, and I was just thinking, like, I don't know where they're gonna go, but it was selling so cheap. But I know that the foundation of the company itself was just really good. So just seeing it shoot up is just amazing. It's nice to really hold a stock even when it's struggling. Right here, you can see that some people would have sold at this point, but it's always good to just buy and hold if you're really confident with the company you invested in. But now I do aim on actually buying more eventually, but of course after the growth it's now a bit more expensive, so for now I'm gonna leave that anyway. But you can see my other stocks are still high. Pfizer is on 22%, UGI is on 14%, and another thing you guys might have noticed is that I don't have the S&P 500 right here anymore. So for anyone who's seen my growth video, you'll see that the S&P 500 is now on that portfolio instead, because the S&P 500 is more of a growth stock rather than a dividend stock. Yes, you get dividends once in a while, but it's pretty much nothing. Like the dividends you get don't even make sense, to be fair. So I've moved that onto the growth stock now. So now this is practically just dividends stocks alone, and I'm just going to keep getting dividends over and over. So this is the main portfolio I'm putting a lot more money into at the moment, but I am still working on the growth portfolio as well. I believe there's about £1,500 in the growth portfolio, so that's not doing too bad either. And now for the recent stocks that I have bought. So the other day, this was 2 days ago, I bought more into 3M, so that increases my share now up to about 1.46 shares of 3M. I really do want to get this to 2%. 3M is very expensive compared to other stocks. I also bought 1 share of Pemba. I bought some more of Walgreen Boots. I bought Cisco Systems. I also bought CD as well, which is also another one that I really like at the moment. I bought Intel back in July, and yeah, that is pretty much all I have really bought since. But you can see that I'm putting a whole lot more money into these companies. But besides from 3M, then I'll also recommend people just investing into an ETF. So a lot of people always have away or move away from ETFs because I'm not too sure why, to be fair, but ETFs are definitely really good. Like it keeps your portfolio safe because ETFs in general are very diversified, and if any of these companies were to lose money, then you're not going to lose all your money with any of these companies. But having an ETF is definitely a good good start. You can always see consistent growth. It might not be the biggest for growth or anything crazy, but you will see consistent growth. You will see consistent dividends coming in. Other than 3M, then I'll definitely recommend anyone who's trying to play it safe to invest into ETFs. And lastly, for the dividend payments, here I have received a few dividend payments. Again, not too much, simply because the month of August is a bit of a dry month. Just don't really get payments that much, and I believe, you know, the September-October period is going to be better in terms of payments, but you can definitely see big payments compared to the other payments you've seen in my portfolio probably ever. Like, I got £2 from AbbVie. The last time I got £2, I can't remember. Like, if I'm to scroll down right here and you take a look, you know, the biggest you saw is about £1.60. That was back in July, and even further than that, you rarely see £1. The portfolio has really grown since. This is why I definitely recommend dividend investing. You know, it's something that's really fulfilling. It's something that you can proper monitor, and it actually gives you an incentive to why you should keep saving money. But I also received £1.77 from 1OK, and I received 41 pence from Pemba. I received 71 from Real to Income, one of my favorite as well. 51 from Main Street Capital. And yeah, you guys can pretty much see all the dividends I've earned, really. I don't really have to read out every single one. But the best part about all of this is this adds up. You know, this can eventually add up to like £5, and that £5 is what I used to add to the other money I want to invest into, then to further grow the dividends portfolio. And overall, all of this is a compounding thing. The more money I'm earning, the more dividends I'm getting. I'm just investing that back into the portfolio, so that way everything is compounding, and the dividends I'm going to be earning in the future is going to be good. It's just kind of a slow and steady process. If you do want to play more on the risky part, then that's why you have growth stocks and stuff to invest into. I also do that just, you know, for the risk and just to earn even more money. But if you do want to get into dividend investing and you plan on doing it for the long term, then I would recommend playing it safe and investing in stocks that you have carefully researched, making sure that you know exactly what each company is about, and don't invest any money that you plan on, you know, spending in the next 2 to 3 years. You want this to be a long-term process. That is my overall portfolio. If you do have any questions, be sure to drop it down in the link below. You can see that my overall return now is almost at 10%, and my return is around £400 now, £350 roughly. So yeah, that's just really good. I mean, that's £338 that I didn't ask, I didn't work for. I'll take it any day. If you have found any value in the video, then be sure to drop a like down below. Be sure to also subscribe for more videos like this. Be sure to also go through the channel to find several videos on investing, you know, stock market, passive income, side hustles, whatever financial based or anything, then it's probably going to be, you know, on this channel. So be sure to just, you know, scroll through. It's going to take you, you know, a few seconds, a few minutes, or an hour if you're watching the video. But anyway, I'm rambling on now. Be sure to obviously drop a like down below. Be sure to subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.